My name is Peke Piirto, and this is Red Bull Street Style 2021. Nearly 1,000 competitors were trying to get here in Valencia to compete for the World Championship, but only 16 best male and 8 best women remain in the competition. Who's gonna take it? We'll find out very soon. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Freestyle TV and welcome to Red Bull Street Style. We are here in Valencia. The battles are going to start in an hour and I just don't know how to be. Daniel, how's it going, man?
Thank you, Pege. Well, I'm so excited to be in Valencia. I mean, how long did we wait for this? Like 2 years? I mean, online is fun, as you can see right now, because we're talking to you online. But, you know, the real deal is the stage, the excitement, Red Bull Street Style, the real world final, like against other competitors in real life. So, yeah, that's what it's all about. And I'm ready, man. What about you?
I couldn't be more ready. We have a good set of really high-level battles for you guys. So without further ado, let's take a look first at the male battle grid, so we get a little glimpse of what's coming up tonight for you guys. So as you can see, the battles were drawn Thursday night over in a dinner, and this is the draw. So I suppose the top 8 were divided in their own group, and then the bottom 8 got some of the top 8 guys against each other. But let's take a closer look at the battles because, you know, we have a 1 hour show, but it goes really, really fast. So first, our homeboy Jesse against Jay. What do you think about that battle?
Well, I think we're straight off starting with the bat. I mean, you got Jess, who is like such an experienced freestyler. He's been at the World Finals, I don't know, like 3-4 times, and you know what he's doing. Like he's very serious, and he's only here for one thing: taking that world title. I mean, if he can make it, we'll find out later tonight. But I am sure he's really here in Valencia to win. But I don't think Jay agrees because he came all the way from Australia. That's like a 3-day flight, so. He's like, no freaking way, I'm going to take it. And I think personally that Jesse is slightly the favorite for this battle, but that is purely based on experience. Like when it comes to skills, I think anything can happen. And because if we look at the strength of these guys, like what do you think are both of the strength of the players?
Well, I think Jesse has numerous strengths. Like I remember he used to lack creativity, but now he's got that in a box, so he's on a way to become a really complete freestyler. But actually, Jay is really interesting one. He came from all the way from Australia, and we actually interviewed him yesterday. So let's take a look what Jay had to say. Hi Jay, you came a long way from Australia to Spain. Is it your first time in Spain?
Yes, first time. Really tired after the trip, but finally climatized, I think.
So this Red Bull Street Style process, it's been a long way to this point. First you had the national qualifier and then the battle pools. What did you feel about your battle pool group?
Well, not only the battle pool, but also the Australian qualifiers, both really tight. So I'm barely here, but like really happy to be here and compete with the best. I'm ready.
Amazing. So the world final is about to happen. Have you set any goals for yourself?
I just want to enjoy myself, show my best freestyle, and just be quite relaxed on stage, I think, and just see how well I do, man.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Jay.
No worries. Cheers.
Okay, so that was Jay's thoughts. You know, anything can happen, like he said. Next battle we have, oh my goodness, Pacho against Atomic Style from Mexico. This one is a bad one, I think.
Yes, I think so. I mean, yes and no. Like the thing is with Atomic Style, I find it hard to determine his real level. I don't know what about you, but I don't know him so well. I mean, I did see him at Super Bowl. He looks strong. And what I really like about him is his flow and energy. You know, he has this, it's almost like chilled. making it look easy, but it's not easy, of course. I mean, his difficulty is really high, but that's what I really like about him. And Pat Shaw, yeah, Pat Shaw is a machine. You know, he's that typical new generation freestyler that combines the hardcore tricks together with the like acrobatics. And I think this is a lethal mix, because if you can do both, like you see this with the Fagerli brothers, you see it with Shimo, you know, they can do it all. And Pat Shaw is really, really up there. But if I have to make a prediction on this battle, I'm not sure. What do you think?
For me, what I've seen from Pat Shaw just not so long ago, I saw something absolutely mental after Super Bowl finals. I'm not gonna give it away because I think we're gonna see it. Oh my god, I hope we're gonna see it. But if we're gonna see it, then it is something that will be talked about for long. So my prediction for this one is actually Pat Shaw. Next battle we have, it's really interesting one. Our main man PWG against Jeff, or Pagu as they call him in Costa Rica. Yes. Now PWG, we were interviewing him also. He said that it's his second only Red Bull Street Style live final. But what we know about him, he always brings something new to the table. But what do you think about Jeff, in the other hand?
Well, I think both are amazing in their own way, but I think their strengths are completely different. Like, as you already touched on a little bit, like, you know, PWG is the guy of the 1,000 tricks, I used to call him. You know, he can do every clipper variation you can imagine. He's got the soft touch. He's got, you know, and he's got the smile. He's a fun character. You know, he likes to be on stage. He likes to entertain. And he's been doing so for like, I don't know how many years, 15 years? Pagu is more of a let's go as hard as we can guy. You know, he comes on stage in his small tight shorts, in his t-shirt, and he goes like, I'm going hard. You know, he just wants to do 3 revs, super hard Jordan stalls. Well, he actually does 3 revs in Jordan stalls. So he's like, you know, the opposite of PWG. So it's not so much about how it looks, it's more about what he does. So I think this is a very interesting clash to see. And I don't know, man, but, you know, PWG is my man, so I'm rooting for him.
Yeah, I feel the same way, and but this one is really hard to put predictions on, because if Jeff can, you know, pull off a really, really strong battle, then it can be hard for anyone.
We'll see it blind clipper.
Right. Anyways, let's move on to Jumo against Decox. Top guys. I'm really happy to see Jumo live once again.
Yes, like as I said with PWG, I mean, Shimo's almost the same thing. He's been freestyling for like 15 plus years. He's been in every tournament around the globe, every World Championships, every Polish Championships. He always does well. He's always up there with the best guys, and I think experience is the word that comes to my mind, and also almost perfection. Like his execution of tricks is like ridiculous. Decox is little bit more unknown to me in terms of, I mean, he's been competing for many years, but if I have to pick out one thing of Decox, it's basically, I would say, all round. He can do a little bit of everything. You know, he doesn't have the best lowers, he doesn't have the best uppers, but if you combine all of these, then I think he's a very tough opponent, because he doesn't really have any weaknesses. So I think this is going to be an interesting battle, but maybe I'm not sure.
Yeah, well, we'll have to see. I think level-wise and experience-wise, it's in Zumo's favor. But anyways, we interviewed Zumo also, so let's have a look at Zumo's interview from yesterday. In interview, we have multiple world champion, Red Bull Street Style World Champion 2013 from Japan, Szymon Skalski. Zumo, how do you feel about this Red Bull Street Style?
I'm really excited to come back to Red Bull Street Style on the stage after 4 years. And of course last year it was online, so it wasn't the same on the stage. You can look to your opponent's eyes, you can see, you can feel the emotions, you can interact with the audience, so it's completely different. I'm very excited and can't wait to the final.
Yeah, it's been quite some time since you last time competed in a live competition. But of course you've been training hard, and I suppose you've been training somewhere in Poland, like doing street shows, right?
Yeah, I've been doing street shows for like 4 or 5 months in a row. It's a massive piece of time, so it's quite good training, but it's different than competition, of course. So from my live competition, it was like 4 years. Uh, so I don't expect from myself like I don't know, like I don't feel like the big pressure on me. I just want to go on the stage and show my moves, show my freestyle, and enjoy.
Okay, so 4 years ago was the last time you competed in a live competition, and of course the opponents were a little different back then. Now we have players like Pat Shaw, Markki, and of course the Brunier and Erlend, the brothers, are still in the game. How do you feel about the level of this competition this year?
Yeah, the level is huge now. The young generation is crazy. They push the limits all the time. So it's gonna be very interesting to see the young generation versus the older generation. I think I am the oldest guy in the competition. So yeah, I just want to bring my flow, bring my moves to the stage. I got some tricks. I got my signature moves. So I can't wait to show it.
All right, thank you very much, Simo.
Thank you.
I think that was really good interview with Sumo. Like good, he said like stuff that it makes me happy to hear.
Yeah, it's not just the it is, but see him in a tournament like this. Since the like first time I met him, like he was like 2006, 2007, and he's still around. I mean, it's not easy to go to the top, but to stay on top for 15 years. I mean, that's an incredible achievement. So if you ask me, he's really one of the greatest of all times in freestyle football.
Absolutely. Let's move on to the next battle, which would be a really interesting one. Brunier against Tristan from France. So Tristan maybe more unknown to the bigger audience, but his level, I mean, anyone who won their battle pool group must be really good at freestyle. Like that's obvious. Brunier, Super Bowl finalist, Red Bull Street Style finalist, and who knows what tricks he has in his sleeve this time.
I think this battle is interesting for the fact that you can see the inspiration of the Fugly brothers in the freestyle of Tristan. So you can see that his moves, you know how it is, like the Fuglys are winning, the Fuglys are good in transition, so the new generation thinks, hey, wait a second, I want to do the two, I want to be the winner. So you see it quite automatically that they'll kind of adapt to the style of the winner, which is in this case Erlend and Brynjar. So the fact that he battles against Brynjar is really interesting because they have a little bit of a similar style in some way, but in all honesty, I think Brynjar has the more experience and the better level. So, but yeah, you never know. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean that is a very good point from your side that Tristan is following the winning kind of freestyle. It's like it has always happened in freestyle throughout the years. Like people, the new players who come into the scene, they see what kind of freestyle wins competitions, and they kind of start imitating that. But now, when you have one of the guys who has like created and is pushing this style forward, then it might cause some trouble. Let's move on to the next battle, which I think will be super entertaining. Boika versus Akbari.
Yes, Boika versus Akbar. What a battle, man. I think it feels like we're saying this every battle. Every battle is amazing. We keep repeating ourselves, but Boika, the man from Colombia, Medellin, he's been at Red Bull Street Style non-stop since 2012, and he's always so close. 2012, he already got to top 16 in his first year. He's like the student of Rocky. He came with the typical Mumpy style, doing this stuff, the little head bounces and, the locking the ball in your calf and things like that. It's the typical Colombian style. But since then, he developed so much. He can do hardcore. He can do transitions. I can even see a little bit of inspiration of Machine, the guy that he beat it in the Colombian final. And this guy is absolutely amazing. Akbari, I would say he's a king of style. Like everything he does is so stylish. All the touches, all the little, transitions, everything looks good. And I find it quite hard actually to predict the winner in this battle. So yeah, I'm happy I'm not the judge. What about you?
Yeah, I think the favorite and maybe the what made most of people expect to go through from this battle is Boika. But the thing that you have to take into the consideration is that how kind of similar freestylers Boika and Akbari are. They're both really good at lowers, very good all round. Not so much of their very own signature moves. There's some, but that is not like the key in their freestyle. So this would be like, how would I say, like pure collision of just pure freestyle. So this is something that is, I think, from judges' point of view, kind of easy to judge, because you get to compare the kind of similar kind of tricks to each other and pick the winner. We interviewed Boika yesterday, and was good, really good to see him here. And let's have a look what he had to say. I'm here with who else than Boika. Boika, you've competed in many world finals. How special is this final in Valencia?
This final, for 2020, in this situation in COVID, in my home, I think I need this moment with community together. For me, this is my inspiration. The new guys, new girls. It's okay. I'm prepared for this competition.
Who freestyler have you been like excited and happy to see here? Some new ones.
Oh, for example, Simo. Simo is the legend. He continue compete. PWG, for example, and the brothers, of course. Tay is the more complete freestyler in this moment.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Boika. Muchas gracias. The next battle we have is a super high level, super fast battle. The reigning world champion, Erlend, against Marki. Now, Erlend, I must say, from my point of view, just based on what I saw after Super Bowl, what Erlend was doing, I feel like he is going to be the world champion. But Marki, I always said that Marki, because he is one of the fastest freestylers I know. So fast and such a clinical style. Of course, Marki, on a good day has a potential to challenge anyone. What do you think?
No, I agree with you. I mean, Erland, what can we say? He's the greatest of all times. I think Andrew Henderson disagrees. He's like sitting in front of his laptop because no, I'm the greatest. No, I'm joking. Love you, Andrew. You're the best man. No, but Erland, he's an absolute legend. What can we say? He won everything. European championships, national championships, world championships, Rebel Street style. He's done it all. So it's not easy to battle against Ireland because you're basically 1-0 behind by the time you start the battle, because you're like, oh no, this is gonna be a tough one. Marki, the thing is with Marki, I think his potential is much higher than he actually shows right now. Yeah. I think if he wouldn't be injured a few years back, he would have been really good in lowers, but he had an injury, so he couldn't do lowers for like 3 years or whatever. So, but I think he's getting back into it. So if he develops his lowers and also maybe works a little bit on his variety, as you said, he can challenge anyone. I don't think today is the day yet, but he's getting there.
Absolutely. Well, that battle will be one of those probably high energy battles on the first round. We interviewed both of the Fagerli brothers yesterday, so let's have a look at that interview. Okay, I'm here with the amazing Fagerli brothers. You guys have faced each other in a final in last year's Super Bowl, Red Bull Street Style, and this year's Super Bowl. In this competition, it's not possible because the brackets went the way they went. What do you think about the draw that happened?
I think it's a shame we can't meet in the final, but at least we can meet in the semi-final if we both get there. And even though it's a final or a semi-final, we hope to bring an insane battle if that happens.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm quite disappointed about that, and I'm also not very happy about the path that I have to the final. But I just have to show my best, and maybe I will go all the way.
So there's a lot of competition now. After a long time, live competition with the people from Asia and Latin America. How do you feel about facing names like Boika and Hiroge again?
it's about time. It's been 2 years now since we have basically seen them battle. So I'm looking forward to see them in the battle again, and it will be exciting. Hope I can get my revenge.
Yeah, the same. It's so good to be gathered again physically and be able to compete against each other. So yeah, I'm excited to see what they can bring and what we can bring.
Okay, last question. There's been some discussion I heard going around here that you're not really battling for the victory, but you're actually battling against each other. Is this true?
I don't know where we heard that, but I guess in some way it's true. But it's not to hide that we are both have the goal of winning every time. But it's more than winning. It's about also performing your best. We feel that's maybe the most important, to be able to showcase our true level and bring some value to the stage.
Yeah, exactly. The main focus for me has always been to improve my freestyle and get as good as I can. And if I can perform at my best now, this competition, I hope I can be better than previous, and then we will see what the results will be.
Amazing, guys. Thank you so much for the interview and good luck to the competition.
Thank you.
Wow, they have the winning mentality, the Fagerl brothers, for sure. Don't you think?
Yes, I loved when Brynjar said, yeah, the path to the final is pretty rough. So he was like, yeah, I mean, I will get to the final. It will just cost me more sweat than I want to, which was really funny to me. So yeah, good luck to the both of brothers. And yeah, let's see what happens.
We'll see, for sure. Quick shout out to the family watching this at home. I love you all. Moving to the next battle, which I say already will be the most exotic battle on the first round. Gabriel Parke against Hiroke. Wow, this battle, anything can happen. Both styles, they're uncomparable. But the level of freestyle, absolutely outstanding.
Yes, it is quite funny because Hiroke is actually almost double the age than Gabriel is. Gabriel is 18 and I think Hiroke is like 33. He is like one of the older generation Japanese freestylers. And to become the Japanese championship, you must be able to be so good. Because Japan has by far the most freestylers of every country in the world. I've once heard there's more than 1,000 Japanese freestylers. So just to get here, even get to the battle stages and make it to Valencia is an incredible achievement. And Gabriel Park, what can I say about him? Man, he's the rising star of freestyle football. Everything he does is unique. Everything he does is created by him. Of course, inspired by some other people, sure. But he created the fully new style, and I love everything he does. So of all the freestylers tonight, the one that excites me most is Gabriel Park.
Yeah, and that's why it's exciting to see their battle, because they're both very dedicated for their own style. I don't think they're going to like. Well, I have a feeling that Gabriel Parke doesn't even have the means to like go to where Hiroke is at, in the freestyle. So we'll see. We interviewed Hiroke and Javi yesterday, and Daniel has some duties elsewhere, so we're gonna have a little change of staff in the studio. But please, let's see what Hiroke and Javi had to say. I'm here with one judge and one competitor. First, let's go to the competitor. Hiroke, we're in Valencia in Spain. Red Bull Street Style is about to happen. What are your expectations for this event?
I'm so excited. I hope will be the world champ. So this is so big jump for me. So I'm so excited.
All right. The level is, of course, very, very high.
Yeah.
How did you prepare for this world final?
I don't think about the other player. So I focus on my freestyle. So it's no problem. And I focus myself.
You count on your own tricks and creativity.
Yeah. I want to show you guys my new tricks and new combos. Yeah.
Amazing, can't wait. Then Javi, you have been heavily in process of making all this happen, doing PR stuff and all kind of stuff around this Red Bull Street Style, and now you're judging. What are you waiting for from this final?
Well, First of all, I think it's gonna be one of the biggest ones because after 2 years without being in a real event like presence, I think like a lot of freestylers, like Hiroke say, like they bring a lot of secret movements, secret tricks, and I think we're gonna see like big things on the stage.
Amazing. Tell us a little about how all this came to be, because I believe you have been closely in contact with Red Bull Spain and all kind of stuff. So what all things you had to do to make this world final happen in Spain?
Well, it's a lot of things. Like first of all, like looking for the place, and I think we have one of the best ones in Spain, in Valencia. And after all, like many things with the media to announce the event, because a lot of work to make people to know that we are bringing the world finals to their city. So when they know, they go crazy. Like seriously, like Red Bull Street style, like world finals here. And many freestylers around the country are coming here. They are already here. I checked their social media and all. They are posting like, yeah, we are coming. We are so excited. And well, a lot of workshops. So these days, like many things to do. Also for the production team who are doing like really good work. And well, let's see how it's tomorrow.
I'm sure it'll be amazing. Thank you so much, guys, and good luck to you both.
Thank you.
All right, welcome back to the studio. So now we have covered the male battles very quickly, just like scratch the surface really. But as you can see, we have all Finnish studio from now on. So what if we spoke only Finnish, Minna?
Yeah, let's not do that. Even though it's the most beautiful language in the world, it's not something that many people can understand. But it's a pleasure to be in this amazing studio here. So very, very happy to sit here, and also so interesting battles ahead.
For sure. Let's take a look at the battle grid of the women battles. There we see the top 8 of women out of, I don't remember, hundreds of competitors, only 8 remain. What battle looks the most intriguing to your eyes, Minna?
Oh, what an interesting question. Well, actually, I am really looking forward the Leah and Joanna battle. See, I think there's a lot of according to the Super Bowl events, so this will be one really interesting one. And also I am looking Jasmine and Caitlin. It will be a tight one. And well, Melody and Fair. Fair has a nice style, and Melody, of course, well, we get into these a little bit more. Yeah. But yeah, these all are, and of course, Azumi, Aguska, super interesting.
Yeah, for sure. Let's go battle by battle. Let's get a little deeper into them. So, Jasmine versus Caitlin would be the first one. It's been some time since we saw Caitlin in Europe last time competing. Jasmine was in Super Bowl, of course. Played very good. But what expectations you have about this battle, Minna?
Oh yeah. This is Caitlin. I love the style. I love it's like watching a dance. So it's unique, and it's also Jasmine in these previous years the see on stage like in the press conference previously. I think it really said that anything can happen on the stage. So basically that's why this one is really interesting. So cannot wait. How about you? What do you think?
Well, I think Jasmine in means of lowers I think is stronger for sure. But like you said, Caitlin's style is very unique and very original. So I think in this kind of environment, it could turn a little in her favor. But too tight to say. I'm not going to make any predictions about this battle. But if we talk about the next battle, which is probably probably the most anticipated battle in the women pools versus Joanna. So good old UK versus France battle here. So like you earlier said, they faced each other in Super Bowl in probably one of the most tightest female battles ever. I think it was 3-2 for Leah. Now they're meeting again. So do you think Joanna is gonna go for the revenge here?
Yeah, this is a good question. I think they both really want to win, but as I don't know, it's a little bird singing that maybe they are just trying to reply to each other just to have fun on the stage. So I really like this kind of idea, just to throw themselves into it. They have both have really strong qualities. I think Leah, well, she has not been that long on the game, but she's like blown the scene, making this brand new like the acrobatics like in a different level. So Leah is, and also I know she's been pushing really hard the lowers now, so she's coming strong. She's coming really strong. So let's see what happens.
For sure, and I must say, if there's one battle in female freestyle that I would like to see, it would be Caitlin against Leah, because I feel like Leah is like kind of getting in the zone of Caitlin with the dance-like style, so that would be super interesting. Next battle that we have is Aguska against Azumi. Now, Aguska, world champion, won like so many Super Bowls, and in Warsaw she won the world championship of Red Bull Street Style 2018. Really knows how to do her stuff. Azumi qualified for the Red Bull Street Style after 6 years of trying. So, do you think Azumi has chances against Aguska?
Everyone has chances against everyone, I think, on the stage. I do still think Aguska is just strong in all areas, so it might be a really tough one for Azumi. But, we haven't really seen Azumi on stage, so it's hard to tell before seeing anyone on the stage. So I know she's been really, really trying to come here for so long, so I'm really happy for her that she gets this chance to be on the stage. But for this one, I think I'd still go with Aguska.
Okay, yeah. Makes totally sense. Azumi was in your battle pool also, and unfortunately was stronger this time. But good seeing her in the final games. Yesterday we had a chance to interview Aguska, and let's have a look what we talked with her. Okay, in the interview we have 3-time Super Bowl world champion, or 3 latest Super Bowls won, single Red Bull Street Style world champion, Aguska. Aguska, how are you doing in Valencia?
Hi guys, I'm doing so good. I am feeling amazing, and I am looking forward to be tomorrow on the stage and see how it's going to be.
Amazing. As everyone has seen, now the level is super crazy high. We have a lot of girls coming from Latin America, for example. What do you expect from this Red Bull Street Style final?
From the drawing yesterday, I saw how amazing battles are going to be. I can't wait for all of this to see live, because the girls are coming from different countries. We never saw them battling, so we don't know what to really expect. But in general, seems really good, and I can't wait to see it.
Okay, your first battle is going to be against Azumi from Colombia, her first Red Bull Street Style. What do you expect from this battle?
This battle is some sort of warming up, I would say. Then we are just going to freestyle, show our moves. I don't know what really expect from Azumi, as I never saw her freestyling live, but I feel confident, and yeah, we will see.
And of course the level is super high, and World Championship is once again at stake. What is your goal for this World Final?
My goal for this year, it's pretty clear and easy for me. Just come, have fun, improve the mistakes I did in the previous years, and just do my best on the stage.
Okay, amazing. Thank you, Aguska.
Thank you.
Yeah, it appears Aguska is really ready for this tournament, don't you think?
Yeah, I think she's prepared well and she's confident, and I know she just wants to go have fun and do the thing.
Absolutely. So the last female battle of the first round would be Melody against Fernanda from Mexico. Melody has won so many titles that it's ridiculous. Could you say that Melody is the GOAT of female freestyle?
Definitely, Melody is something. It's beyond words. Like, she has such a strong. She's so strong in all levels, and she's just getting stronger. So this Melody is one to be afraid of. So I think Melody is almost for sure going to the final. And such as Fer, I personally I like her style. I like it's really beautiful, and I have to say, all of the ladies, they are as a person, it's rare, but all of the female, I think also the males, it's like a personality thing, that such a nice, genuine people. So I'm like, they are good people out of the stage, and so in the stage and out of the stage. How do you say it? So, yeah, and I'm really happy to see her on the stage. She's also not so many times I have seen live, so this will be like probably my first time to see her. No, second time to see her live on stage. But what are you thinking? Is Melody going all the way to the final, maybe winning, or what are your predictions of the female grid?
Well, it appears that if Aguska and Melody win their battles, they would be both in the semifinal. So from the other side, there would be interesting finalists. But of course, let's not write that into stones or whatever. But I'm really happy that the battles are happening very soon. So let's just wait a little while and get on to it. Anyways. Red Bull Street Style is culminating into this world final. Of course, the process started a long time ago, and a little bit about this process and the production would be the right man to tell us is Lucaso, and we interviewed him yesterday, so let's see how Lucaso was feeling just before the world finals. We have the big boss himself, Lucaso, the event director of Red Bull Street Style and Super Bowl and many other things. Lucaso, everything looks absolutely amazing here. When exactly did you get started with this Valencia World Final?
Oh, well, every World Final for the next year starts already before the one this year starts. So basically now I already kind of have a plan for the next year. But when we say due to COVID restrictions and everything was getting crazy, with this we started on the beginning of May, like really serious planning. So.
Yeah, of course, COVID has thrown in quite a lot of some challenges. How you and the team have tackled these challenges?
Well, we had to listen to the restrictions of all the countries. We had to list them up. We had to search for them. We had to ask local people. So we had to be familiar with the COVID restriction, especially with traveling, athletes from 16 countries. And of course, we had to get familiar with the restrictions here in Spain, which are not that tough as we thought, but still there are some. So I think we have tackled them pretty successfully. We just need to see if it is relevant.
Amazing. So you could say that this is the end of freestyle season 2021. What do you expect from this world final?
Well, it's not only the end of the freestyle season, but it's also one of the two big events which happened this year, including Super Bowl. But this is, as you can see from scale, it's much bigger. So I expect a great show because this year we have really, together with Red Bull, we have invested in lights. So as you can see, we're gonna have a great light show. I am kind of sad that I have to be in event controls because I would like to see this from outside. You know, we have a half of the building is glass, and I think it's gonna look epic. So if you want great shots, you just go outside in the night and you see how it looks. But I don't know if you have seen the battle grid and you know, a little bit of predictions. I think that we are just about to see 16 really great battles of men and 8 great battles of female. Like there's no weak point at this point. So I'm just excited to see it on the stage. I will see it from my event control, so I will have a great view.
Amazing. Thank you so much for the interview, Lucas, and for Red Bull Street Style.
No problem. Anything for you.
Okay, so that was Lucas for you all. We are in a very lucky situation because we get to see the best of the battles. So that's super exciting, of course. Minna, what are you looking forward to the most?
The most. What are you? I'm talking about the finals, the grand finals, the you know, the final. That's what I'm really waiting for. Also, I am waiting. Also, we have some small side shows, so it will be interesting all the way. But that's like the cherry on top of the cake. You know what I mean? So I'm waiting for that one. How about you?
There is for sure some individual battles like Joanna Lia, Hiroke against Gabriel Parque. Of course, the Fagerli brothers, can't wait to see them in action again. I'm going to make sure that I get the best seats. But of course, you know, it's super exciting as long as you get to the, you know, the top of the game, the best of the best, to the final of the final of the final. Please let us know, who do you think would be the next world champions, and so on and so on. Make sure to keep the comments coming. Something that you might not be able to see at home, depending on the TV schedules and all that. We have Vase Klouda, the best footback player of all time, doing a show here in Valencia in the final show. So we interviewed him yesterday, so let's see what Vase Klouda had to say. Okay, I'm here with Vase Klouda, footback freestyle GOAT, if you will. Vasek, you told me earlier that you love Spain. How come?
Spain is great country with a good culture, and when I was younger I used to go to Barcelona and I was training before my World Football Championships. I was doing drinks on the squares and people enjoyed the freestyle and I earned quite a lot of money. So that's why I like Spain, because they like freestyle, but I also like the language, the style of living and the architecture, and that they have sea so you can swim anytime and good weather.
Amazing. Now we're in Red Bull Street Style World Finals. You're gonna do some footback show for the audience. You also competed in footback and football freestyle. So how would you compare these two sports?
Usually people think it's one sport. They don't see the difference between footback and football freestyle. They think it's the same, but actually it's two different sports. We focus more on the technical parts, and I would say that freestyle football is more probably creative.
Okay, amazing. You know a lot of competitors here, so what do you expect is going to happen in this world final?
I can say that last 5 years I'm surprised of the level of freestyle football in Norway. So I think somebody from Norway will win.
Okay, amazing. Thank you, Vasek.
Thank you too. It's nice to be here.
So that was Vase Klouda's greetings for you all watching the show. We are getting very close to the Red Bull Street Style World Finals. And of course, this is the ending of freestyle season 2021. We interviewed PWG also yesterday about the battles and life in general. So let's have a look at that, and then let's go see what's happening, where the main actions is going to be. Okay, I'm here with PWG, one of the greatest freestylers in the world. You've been competing in a lot of competitions. You maybe have more competitions than some other competitors here combined. What makes this Red Bull Street Style special?
I mean, it is actually only my second live Red Bull Street Style ever. My first one was in Japan 2013, and I mean, last year was a little bit special because I was at home competing, so it's great to be back. That makes it so special because it's one of those big competitions back after all the shit that has happened.
Okay, you could say that it's very difficult to win Red Bull Street Style, but what do you think about the level of this Red Bull Street Style?
It's just insane. Like, we have the regulars that is always competing in the highest stage, but then we have some new faces, some young guns, and it's really exciting to see how these two generations will combine, and the top 16 battles are just going to be insane.
You could say that you have quite a lot of fans around the world who are following what you do and how you compete. What do you want to say to your fans?
Support me, please. But tune in, RedBullStreetStyle.com on tomorrow, Saturday at 7. And support me, support whoever is from your country, and just enjoy freestyle, spread freestyle as much as you can, and one day, just go out there and try it. It's fun.
Okay, amazing. Good luck, PWG, and...
Thank you. Kiitos.
Wow, that was amazing. And yes, folks, I'm back. I was away, and no, I did not go to the toilet, but I'm back. I had to be on stage for some presenting. PWG, what a legend, right? Oh, unbelievable. He's been in the game for 15 years or longer, and I'm always so impressed by these guys that getting to the top is one thing. Staying on top is even better. Speaking about legends, let's go to to Pege, almost the same PWG. Pege is our reporter. Pege, over to you.
Okay, so I'm here at the judging panel with Kitty. Kitty, are you excited about this World Final?
I'm very excited. Finally, it's happening in 10 minutes, so I can't wait to see who will take it today.
This all looks absolutely epic. How do you find the judging of competition of this magnitude?
Actually, I was worried about my criteria at first, but then I got performance, which is really great because I just go with the feeling.
What a legend
because
Kitty
it's
is,
about
right?
musicality.
Is she an inspiration to you as well?
Stage and reaction to the opponent's round. So I will enjoy judging today.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Kitty, and good luck. Then we have the first ever winner of Red Bull Street Style 2008, Sean. Welcome to Valencia.
Really happy to be here. Really amazing to see all the people and see the vibe of the real events.
So you have the center seat. Some very big names have been sitting here. Now how good do you feel about being a Red Bull Street Style judge?
I feel good. I feel at home, It's all started with Red Bull Street Style. Now I'm back at home, as one of the judges. I take my mission seriously. I'm here to choose the best, and we enjoy the show.
Awesome. What do you look forward to seeing tonight?
I think we have a different expert of the game, but my expertise will come to the in the battle element. So I will focus on that, I think, because I think a true winner of the Red Bull Street Style will be someone, of course, who have the skills and the technical level, who have someone who is creative, create his own tricks, but also someone who knows how to develop the sport, communicate, and also kill the one who's in front of him.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Sean, and good luck. So we're going to go back to the studio. In the meanwhile, we'll go down there and interview some of the guests that are down here.
That's the cool thing, I think, this year is the judging panel almost has bigger stars than the guys on stage. If you would have to battle one of the 5 judges, who would you like to battle and why?
If I had to battle, I would definitely pick Sean. For sure, yes. Because that would never happen. I know I'd love to battle with Kitty, of course, but I can do that. I think just not on the stage, but anytime. So Sean, for sure. How about you?
Well, the thing is, I battled Sean. I battled him twice. When I was at the Red Bull Street Style World Finals in 2008, he was in my group and I lost. But the best 2 of each group went to top 16. Then I went to top 16. I won the top 16, top 8 against Sean. and I lost again. So he beat me twice. It's 2-0 to him. But Sean, if you're watching, I'm going to take you back at some point. You know, in the old men's competition, the 40 plus league. That's how we call it, like that. So yeah, there was Peggy at the judges table. You competed also this year in Red Bull Street Style. Like, how did you feel when you didn't go to the World Final? Was that your goal, or were you just happy to compete?
I'm gonna talk really honestly now. Yes. so yes, of course. You know, I had a really maybe the easiest group, so it was possible for me. If I put in any other group, it would be impossible at the moment, because you know you have to be realistic in some ways. So I had a chance, but I didn't make it. So of course I was a little bit. I wouldn't even say upset, but I was like. Because I know I could have made it, so it was really close. Yes.
Thank you. I think Peggy is ready again with a new and fresh guest. So Peggy, over to you.
Okay, you never believe who I found in the audience. Gunther Selli from Italy. And oh my goodness, there's also, oh my god, there's Luca Chiarvesio, one of the best lower freestylers and like amazing freestylers. Anyways, Gunther, you have competed in Red Bull Street Style yourself. Now you're here watching this Valencia World Final. What do you think is going to happen tonight?
Okay, I think that is amazing. Come back to see in live something, you know, because for 2 years the scene have made some problem and many freestylers have lost the motivation to practice. And it's nice that we can start again with a world final. In my opinion, maybe miss some player, but can be nice. It's a good start to be ready for the next year, and I hope that things can give more motivation to me to continue training, to the other future guys, Italian guys, and also to all the freestylers in the world. let's hope that working like that. I think it's nice that we are here, so it's good. It's good.
Yeah, amazing that you're here. So you were competing in Lecce in Red Bull Street Style World Finals. What do you think has changed since that? You know, now we're here in 2021 in Valencia. What has changed?
I think that it's changed, in my opinion, everything. It's changed the style. You know, football freestyle have some rules. Sometimes that rules change. Sometimes acrobatic skill are more interesting. Sometimes lower. Many things are changed, but it's nice. I think that maybe we can try to make bigger the events in future, because in my opinion, you say to me Lecce, where I compete, and in my opinion, Lecce was the best event for football freestyle in the world. And I hope that we find everything and all the people that working inside, working to have to make that sport a real sport. So I think that many Red Bull Street Style competition are really important for that.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Gunther. Now go.
So I hope to see Thailand in final.
That's right. So the battles are starting real soon. The people at the studio, you can tell where you need to go next to see some of the best action.
Sorry, how long were we muted? 10 minutes? Oh, sure, no problem. We had we cracked some great jokes, but unfortunately you missed them. Anyway, what I said is it's almost 7 o'clock. It is time to go to the Red Bull Street Style World Finals 2021. Mina's having a laugh. Mina, stop drinking. Come on. Too much Red Bull for Mina. Anyway, it's all good. We're waiting for Peggy to come back. I just have a question for you. You have to say the men and women who is gonna win?
No. No. I'm not gonna say it. Okay, no, it's gonna be no predictions. No. Okay. No, I want to leave myself. I want to leave the option to be surprised. So I'm not gonna make predictions.
Okay. Let me ask you different. What is it that you're really looking forward to? Like, what you love so much of freestyle football? You're thinking, oh, right, I really want to see this show.
You know what? My background is in football, which I still love football, but freestyle is totally different thing. I love the passion. I love the people behind freestyle football, because you can see in their whole personality and the way they think. You can see the passion. So I love freestyle football because just expressing yourself in a way you feel like. So.
Very good speech, very good speech. Speaking of people that love freestyle, we got my man Peggy in the house. If you can move over a little bit, we're just doing the whole family thing here. Everyone, just join in. We don't do 1.5 meters here. We're just squeezing in. Peggy, there was some fun adventures. I saw you met Gunther. Like, it was a while ago we saw him.
Yeah. I was like going down there to look for some freestylers, especially like not random people, someone I know. I saw Mighty Mike, and then all of a sudden Gunther. I was like, oh my god! So of course I had to interview him, and he had like some good points. I think of course Lecce was amazing, and he said something about that there's people trying to make the sport better, and to be honest, we're trying really hard to make freestyle better.
We do, and I think we are. I mean, I'm really proud of everything we achieved this year. I mean, we started off with 50 qualifications in 50 countries, maybe even more. I don't know, I lost count. Then we went to the battle pools. Then we got all the winners from every country to this amazing qualification system that we created in the app online. And now we are here, the big world final, Red Bull Street Style 2021. 2021, yes, that's right. No, that's what happens if you talk too much, you get a bit like that. But I asked Mina 2 minutes ago, who's going to win this tournament? So I ask you the same thing. Winners, male and female, please.
I think Erlend is going to win the male, and I think that Aguska is going to win the female battles.
No, I don't think so. I'm going to say it completely different. I think it's going to be a crazy night. I say Leah for the women and whatever, Gabriel Park for the men. Yes, I'm just going controversial tonight. You know, I think this is one of those nights where you're thinking nothing went as I thought it would. So I think this is what's going to happen.
Yeah, but the fact is that the battles are super close now. So unfortunately, people, in this stream, you can't see the battles. But all the battles starting from the first battle, which was, well, I don't know if they start with male or female, but anyways, you need to go to twitch.tv/Red Bull S probably. So Spanish Red Bull Twitch channel. They will show all the battles, and to the round of 8 in male and the last battles of the female. The stream will be also live on Red Bull TV. But to make sure that you don't miss the first battles, that's why you look forward for the Twitch channel of Red Bull Spain.
All right, so the battles are starting, so I think it's time to round up this live stream here. Mina, do you have any last words of wisdom?
Hola.
All right, people, it's time to watch some battles. Thank you for watching here on the live stream in the studio. Peggy, I leave it up to you, and I'll see you later.
Yeah, and just so that everyone knows, we have broke all the records of Freestyle TV. So from Freestyle TV, on behalf of Freestyle TV and the WFFA, thank you so much for tuning in, and have an excellent World Championship Red Bull Street Style night.